Today's show is brought to you by theyeti.com. Get 10% off awesome exclusive stuff by going to theyeti.com/Mega64. Sean and Derek will no longer appear on this show, the Mega64 podcast. I now present our new permanent host, our ruler and Dark Lord, Emperor Rocco Bodhi.
Era of the Mega64 podcast. This new era in podcasting will be one ruled with an iron fist. My message is clear. As host of what?
And Kevin.
I thought okay.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, how's it
really?
going?
Oh,
hey.
I thought this was just going to be a me thing.
I mean, we're excited to have you,
Yeah, it's great.
residing over us.
You got that going for you.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Yeah, I thought it would just be okay. Theme song.
Lonely horseman, got my pistol. I'm just trying to be somebody besides the lonely horseman. Got my gun at my side. I'm just trying to be lonely horseman, 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 lonely horseman.
Wow. We're discussing the dark side of things here.
Yes, welcome to the Mega64 podcast. Derek and Sean are no longer with us.
Wow.
sad.
Yeah, we went ahead and had them just cut from the cast because we felt like there were a lot of dissenting opinions.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, that's the only reason. There's not any more to it.
They spent a lot of time in Austin, Texas, and that is a place that could harbor some dissenting opinions.
Yeah, so we just went and eliminated them.
Wow.
We executed Order 64.
That would,
for all you sci-fi nuts out there, hopefully piece that one together. Google that. But anyway, thanks for joining us for the podcast tonight. Yeah, we've got a lot going for you. We've got a lot going for us. I don't know about for you. I don't know what you have going on.
Yeah, you might be sitting there, half through a big, large size bag of Doritos already.
Yeah. Man, I hadn't had chips in so long, and yesterday I ate a lot of
Potato
chips.
or tortilla?
Okay, so at this thing we went to the beach yesterday. I was wearing the same outfit you see now. And
Yeah.
Just a beach attire, as you see.
That's why I'm getting a little bit of sand everywhere, but that's okay. I hate
That's
sand.
Saudi swag.
I
like
hate
it.
sand.
Me
But
too.
anyway, somebody brought a giant ass bag of just regular ass Lay's.
Ooh, regular.
And I was hoping all day no one would open it because I knew I couldn't put it down if they did. And then finally in the last hour, somebody did, and I pigged out. I couldn't help myself.
Were they just plain? They weren't like
plain ass chips.
That's
God.
a treat nowadays, huh?
Yeah, I never have that, and it's oh my god. And what else was there? And like those burnt Cheez-Its or whatever. They have like toasted Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I didn't share, but I brought a bag of Flamin' Hot Limon Cheetos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I never had those before.
Oh, you
Me
got
neither. Chili lemon is good.
I should have shared, you guys. Now you make me feel all kinds of guilt.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
That's
sorry
okay.
about that.
The beach day was fun. It was a successful. I think that's the first time I've been to the beach in several years.
Yeah.
Outside of us filming there for something,
Yeah.
which that's been several years now too, I think.
And we live near the beach.
I know,
Like,
you
we
take it
live
for
like
granted.
half an hour away.
Yeah,
at
I
most.
never go.
You know?
You take it for granted.
Yep. When it's not there, then you crave it. But when it's just at your disposal, you kind of don't go as often.
Got sand in every
Remember
orifice.
where we left it.
I've never been a fan of sand. I don't like it. Just
What does Anakin?
Kevin's doing a parody. He's
What
doing
does
an
Anakin
Attack of
say?
the Clones parody.
That's an attack. Like
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Gets everywhere.
I didn't even realize that.
you just saw Attack of the
I
Clones.
did, but
What are
I
you
forgot
talking
about the sand thing.
Yeah,
I
well, anyway.
legitimately said that without thinking about anything Star Wars, even though I'm sitting
How,
right next
you're
to this
looking
guy.
right at the Emperor.
Yeah.
All I can think of is Bantha this and Poodoo that.
But anyway, so we went to the beach yesterday, and what was the point of bringing that up? Why did we bring that up?
We went
had
to
a
the
fun,
beach.
we had a fun day yesterday.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all I remember. It was weird because where I live at my house, it was like super bright and hot.
Oh,
and
so
then
hot.
Drove. Well, I took an Uber down to the beach because I didn't want to park there, and it was like cloudy and
move.
windy. What the hell happened?
Yeah, usually that burns off during the day, but
Yeah, usually I guess it does, but it did not.
I
It was
liked
cloudy
that.
and windy.
I liked that overcast experience of the beach because
Yeah.
I haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah, me too.
You know, typically you're down there, it's hotter than hell, you can't escape the sun. I planned for that, but then also I planned
Yeah.
for, I brought some breakaway pants in case I needed.
so you just blast them off whenever
yeah,
you need to.
anytime, dude. Adidas, just zip.
Yeah.
But I needed them because we could see our breath by the time nightfall came. It got cold out there.
Yeah, it did get cold out there.
It was a weird beach day. It was all misty and the tide kept rising on us.
But it really is weird because I've lived in San Diego my entire life, and I have been to the last time I went to the beach just to hang out and not film.
Yeah.
It's been at least a decade or
If
more.
more.
Yeah, that really was the first time in years and
Yeah.
years for me too.
I used to
Yeah.
go a lot when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
not really anymore.
It's funny because like everyone brought stuff, and like we had like a bunch of food there, and like Emily set up tents and like stuff like that.
It was like Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the premise
It
of that
was.
game is like you set up a campground, but like we really commandeered this like square area and
Yeah.
set up a fortress.
And then what was funny is like Emily, when we were at the end, she was like, "We got to do this like every week, or something, or what was it? It was
once
like,
a month.
or once a month, or
Did you hear
something like
me?
that." And you sounded so overwhelmed.
I'm all,
You were like, "Oh."
yeah, I mean, once a month. We could do it. We could do it again sometime.
Yeah,
You know,
it was
I
just an overwhelming thought. We're still not nature people.
kept it. Yeah, I mean, really,
Yeah,
it was a lot of elements for a gamist like myself to be
Yeah.
hit with
Yeah, wind,
mist,
sand.
water, you
Salt
get
water.
seawater up there. It's gunking up your portables.
yeah. I honestly thought about. I like, hey, we're just gonna be hanging out there all day. I should bring my Switch. But like moving that, I always forget. Like the Switch has like a fan.
Yeah, it's sucking in.
Yeah,
sea
and
air.
that plus sand, I was like not feeling that.
No. Notice the Switch commercial. They're playing on a New York City rooftop,
Yeah.
not at the beach.
Yeah, not at the beach.
They know
exactly.
that moist, salty air
Yeah.
is going to damage some internals.
And plus, it was nice to like have a day where I wasn't really like looking at the screen of anything.
Yeah.
You know, I hadn't had a day to just like fuck off for a long time.
Yeah.
Like to just like look at the ocean and not, you know.
Yeah, there was a lot of quiet contemplation out
Yeah.
of this Saturday. It
Yeah.
was a lot of times you'd look off and someone would just be staring at the sea,
Yeah.
like for a while.
Did anybody go in like boogie boarding or
Dude,
anything?
Yeah.
Shouts out to Emily. She did a 45-minute plus boogie boarding
Yeah.
session.
She went way out.
into the fucking like breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, boogie boarding's fun.
To the point of where, you had that friend when you were a kid who
Yeah.
would stay out so far and so long that it scared all the mothers on
Yeah.
the beach.
Yeah.
It was like me going, Emily's still out there. She's still kind of, oh, there she is. Okay, I see her.
Yeah.
I was starting to get, because it was like, a while.
Yeah.
But she was shredding those fucking waves.
Yeah, for those who don't
getting
know,
tubular.
too, to contextualize, Emily has done a lot of art stuff for us. In
This
the
is who we're
past.
talking about,
She
yeah.
did the paintings in our that were on our like living room set.
Yeah, the portraits of everyone.
Yeah, and she did that artwork and a whole
Countless
bunch of
shirt
other stuff, like
designs.
Mega64 time, like painting and stuff or whatever. All kinds of stuff. She's done a ton of stuff for us. So yeah, she's great.
Old school forum member.
Yeah,
I realized she was using her Hawaiian talents out there in the
Yeah.
waves,
Yeah.
carving it up.
yeah,
And as far as I was concerned, she gets a gold medal for even going in because it was freezing. That's
Yeah.
always been my issue with ocean stuff.
Yeah.
I even brought a board, like a skim board, because I thought, like, oh, I'll just, I'll stay in the shallows, fool around. But
Yeah.
no, it was too frigid.
yeah. It was cold enough that I was like kind of like waist deep at some points in it, but that was it.
That's good.
Ankles, man. That was all I could do.
But anyway, but it was still nice. Anyway, I didn't bring my Switch. I did play the Switch a lot though, this past week, because now I'm playing Final Fantasy 12 again. I already mentioned that.
You beat, what was the last one? You beat 9.
Yeah,
last
9.
time, right?
I beat 9. Now I'm playing 12.
Yeah.
I streamed it just the other night, just because I was here and had some extra time. But did you guys see all the stuff for the Switch Lite this last week?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how did you guys feel about that? Any interest in that or?
I think it's cool. I am no chance of me buying it.
Yeah, I already have a
I don't
Switch.
need it. I have a Switch and it has more features and everything like that. I don't need it. But it's cool
Yeah.
that it exists for that demographic and like kids will love it and everything like that.
Yeah.
But it's not for me.
It's like the 2DS.
Yeah.
It looks like the same kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it's great for families of kids that are not going to play it on the TV anyway. And now for like only $199, they're in like that whole system, ecosystem, whatever. Otherwise, that doesn't appeal to me. The whole appeal of the Switch is exactly what it says it does, to put it on the TV or portable. And so if this doesn't do both, I don't need it. But cool that it's there.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I do like the idea of one being smaller that I could actually throw in my pocket.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's much
the one,
smaller.
That's the one aspect of it that I
Will that still fit in any pockets aside from like cargo shorts?
I don't know because the Vita was
Still a little too big.
big, but that fit in my pocket fine.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, the save, like you can't. I just like the idea of that everywhere you go, whether portable or home, it's the same system. There's no syncing of saves. There's nothing. You just pick it up and that's your system. And you take controllers off of it, share them with people, and it's a lot of fun. This kind of just limits that.
Yeah. So I'm not really that interested in that.
Yeah.
But I like that they have all the different colors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really all I was playing this last week. Actually, I did play Judgment for a little bit. I've kind of already talked about that.
Back in though.
Yeah.
You
I streamed
streamed-
that. Yeah, I streamed that for a little bit.
For Future Probe, you streamed Judgment,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you're just streaming Final Fantasy for fun. It seems like you're
Yeah.
going through now all these like re-releases.
Yeah. I find
can't
that
blame you.
it's a lot of fun revisiting these older games when with an audience. You know what I mean? Like you can actually
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it and oh yeah, I remember this part sucks. Every time I streamed Final Fantasy 12, because I remember when they re-released it on PS4, I streamed it then too. Every time I've streamed that game, I feel like it's the same part where I have to sneak past guards. like there's
Sneaking
one part
mission.
where you have to go, hey, Buckethead, and get him to go down a hallway to like miss you or something. I don't know. But I feel like I've been caught in the stream. It's like I'm in some kind of purgatory situation where I've just been streaming that forever. That's how I felt Friday when I streamed it.
Is it just a really long part? Like did you get past it?
I think I've restarted that game many
okay.
times, and because I never like streaming just like the first minutes of a game where it's like, you don't need to see like the tutorial and things like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've been in this situation a million times where I'm like, oh, I'm far enough, I could stream this, and it's just that part where
back
I'm like,
where you started.
hey, Buckethead. I mean, it's literally just getting past these guards and going, hey, Buckethead.
Is that how you get their attention?
Yeah, you yell, hey, Buckethead, because I guess they hate the guitarist or something. I don't know.
They have helmets on.
No, it can't be that.
That's you think
that would not be possible.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Because the name Buckethead is copywritten. Just like how KFC can't use those buckets anymore.
Damn, that's canon.
That's
in
why they
Final
made the
Fantasy.
famous bowl.
Wow. Oh, I
Did
didn't
you
know
ever
that.
used to eat the famous bowl at KFC?
I've never had it. Is it not available anymore? Or
I
is
don't
it-
think it.
Okay.
Does anyone out there know?
Sean was a big fan, but I have never eaten it. Putting corn in my mashed potatoes, there's something wrong with that.
Yeah, it was kind of
That's how
like
they do it,
they would just mix up
Concrete.
corn. I think it was corn, mashed potatoes, chicken, and cheese and gravy or something.
All
They
fine
just mixed it
separate.
mixed it in a bowl.
Yeah, no thanks.
Oh, mix it up.
Yeah.
Just give it to me all.
Oh, it is.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Okay.
That's
Well,
That's
but, you
less
know,
than I thought it
that's
would
pretty
be.
good. Less than a double down, probably.
Yeah.
But I found out at Anime Expo this last week, which we'll talk about next probably.
Please.
The convention center makes those now. Like seriously, the convention center food is always the same shit. It's like
It's Taste of LA.
it's Taste LA. They put fancy signs on it.
That's
and it's
the company.
chicken strips and potatoes. It's
So
the same
bad.
shit every
Same
time.
shit.
But
Soggy fries.
this last year, they mixed it all into a bowl, into a famous bowl.
Yeah.
A $13 famous bowl. I just thought that was kind of funny.
Like I always got the weird stuff at KFC when I loved the Twister. I don't know what it
Oh
was.
yeah.
What was the twist?
It was like a tortilla with a
Yep.
piece of chicken strip in it and like some coleslaw, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
That
it was like
was
a
good.
wrap. And
Spicy Twister.
that probably has been around for 10, 15 years now, but
Available in Australia.
it
Damn,
is
they
the
still have
Twister?
it down under.
Yeah.
What about-
what's your favorite like fast food stuff that's not around anymore?
That's
Like,
not around
the
anymore?
item that you got like a
Oh.
McDonald's or KFC or something that
Ooh.
they yanked from the menu years ago.
Yeah.
You know, I was pretty partial to, I think it was called honey sauce that they had at McDonald's for the McNuggets.
Ooh. Oh, they don't
Yeah.
have honey dip in like the honey.
I don't think so anymore.
Man.
I believe that's gone. But when I was a kid,
gone.
specifically, okay, I'm right then. So specifically, I didn't even care about the chicken McNuggets. It was about that fucking honey sauce, which they
Yeah.
couldn't just call honey because it wasn't.
No, it wasn't honey at
It
all.
was honey sauce. So it was like some sugar flavored like honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love that honey sauce. I would get nuggets just to get that. Like
I didn't
three.
know that
I need
wasn't
like
still available.
3 to dip in.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's gone.
It shouldn't be I mean, I shouldn't be eating these all the time anyway, but I remember when I was working on the version 3 DVD, like I was coming in early in the morning every day,
Yeah.
working all day. I ate so bad during that time because I was just doing that all the time and just eating crap food the whole experience. It was bad. But in the morning, I would go to McDonald's for like, not every day, but like some, they had that McDonald's breakfast and that's kind of a novelty sometimes.
Yeah.
But they got, at one point, they had a spicy chicken biscuit for like a breakfast
a
biscuit?
breakfast spicy bit. I've never seen a
A
breakfast
spicy chicken breakfast biscuit. And man, that was a problem. I loved it. And there was a point in time where I was going every day for
Really?
that. And then one day they got rid of it. They were like, yeah, nobody liked this. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that was it. But that's probably for the best. I didn't need to be eating that. So
Do you have
that's
one,
probably
Ken?
Mine would probably be like actually going back to KFC. I loved the honey barbecue wings they had 10 years ago or maybe more.
I don't even remember that.
They were they were like dark. And
where was this? Sorry, where?
KFC.
Yeah, KFC. Okay.
yeah, it
and-
was like very spiced.
Oh, they were so sweet and so delicious.
Yeah.
And they don't have them anymore. So that's and another thing I used to always get before school was when McDonald's had the salad shakers and it looked like a Slurpee
Oh,
cup.
God, yeah.
It was plastic and had the dome top, but with no hole in it.
Dressing
And
and shit.
you'd pour the dressing into it with all the lettuce and stuff would come in it and you
Yeah.
shake it up.
You would get that?
So I would get that all the time as a kid.
Wow.
Just go because there was a McDonald's on the way to school and I
Yeah.
on the dollar menu, right?
No, I think so. And I would you would just shake it up and it would get all the dressing on everything so you could eat it.
Now, does Subway count as
Yeah. Oh, Subway
Fast food?
definitely counts as fast food.
okay? Because I think the biggest travesty, aside from my honey sauce, is they got rid of the seafood and crab. And I've talked about this in the past.
Didn't Sean like hate it when
Hated
people order that?
making
Yeah, when
it.
people would order it, they'd have to
like-
tear open a brick of this crab shit
and like mix it by hand
Oh, with
gloves
mayonnaise.
on.
with
but,
mayo
like,
or something.
Yeah, that
Yeah, it
was
sounded disgusting.
Man, the seafood and crab was my jam for so
seafood
long.
and crab sandwich.
Footlong, baby. I went all in.
Oh man, there probably too many salmonella outbreaks for that one.
No, I think it was a lack of interest. Delicate palates require. I don't know.
Yeah.
In Subway.
Yeah.
They require extra mayo.
Just give me a roast beef.
Careful.
I'm good.
I mean, you know what happens if you eat too much of it,
Oh,
which
gosh.
was a thing that was legally brought up in court. Jesus. Anyway, speaking of court,
Speak of it.
yeah.
actually, I didn't have anything to say about court. I was going to talk about Anime Expo.
Full court
We
press.
were at Anime Expo. No, actually, Kevin was at RTX. So
Yeah.
this
Oh,
is good.
boo.
We can have a discussion now. Garrett and I went to Anime Expo. Kevin and Sean and Derek all went to RTX. Now, I should clarify, why are Derek and Sean not on the show this week? Derek is finishing up some other stuff. Sean is the sickest I've ever seen him.
He was dying.
Sean is dying, and actually, I think he got like his whole family sick.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, patient zero?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
Sean
no.
was
That whole
patient
household
zero.
is sick now.
And that's a Texas bug he brought back with him.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I don't know.
So they are not here. So already there's a mark against the RTX team.
They're gone.
Infected.
They're unhealthy. We're healthy. It really pains me that we didn't organize the fun off this year, because without a doubt,
Right.
Garrett and I would have slam dunked it,
Easy.
roasted it, toasted it,
Done and done.
burn it to a crisp.
I mean, had the most fun ever.
Yeah.
We probably would have organized it if we would have known how on top we would come.
I mean,
out
does
of
Kevin
this.
have any argument?
Once
to this?
again, there's no footage of your fun. There never has been. When we do one of these.
Actually,
We do.
Dancing outside with some food.
I think it's
Doesn't
you who
count.
does not have the footage, my
That's
friend.
personal channel
because
stuff.
we recorded not only a lot of fun shit around the convention, but we have footage of the most bombastic panel intro we've ever had.
Oh yeah, baby.
And why was our panel at Anime Expo so bombastic this year? Because it's our first panel ever to begin with an earthquake.
That's right.
Natural disaster.
We literally
6.9.
said, okay, is everyone in the room? Yeah. All right. And Anime Expo, again, for the record, that's usually like one of our biggest panels we do
it's
every
gigantic.
year. So we invited everyone in. We said, is everyone seated? Yeah. Let's start. We told the staff, let's start the panel. And then all of a sudden,
We started.
Garrett was sitting in a chair and he went, is Ryan shaking my chair? Which Ryan was not even in the room. Well, I mean, he was in the room, but not backstage with us.
No, but I thought like if anyone, it's like Derek threw my ice cream down outside. It's
somebody was messing with you.
Who in the room would be messing with me?
Yeah.
That's where my brain goes, and my brain went to Dr. Ryan because my chair was like, I thought someone was just shaking the shit out of the chair I was sitting in.
No,
Yeah.
that was the Earth doing that.
Dude.
It just felt like this cannot be real, right? This cannot. Oh my god! And I'm like standing there. I'm like, I'm moving.
Yeah.
I'm moving right now.
Yeah.
And it shook the place, and it set all the alarms off in the building, and
Which are audible and visual. There were these
Like flasher, right?
these bright white
Yeah.
flashing lights all around the perimeter of the room.
yeah. And so it's an alarm going off. Beep, attention! There is a safety emergency or whatever it's.
Yeah.
And
Please
so they
evacuate.
actually did start to evacuate the people in our panel. And then we got word that, oh, by the way, false alarm, everything is safe. You don't have to evacuate.
Cool.
Everyone can sit down. So they sit down, and then the staff goes backstage and goes, hey, are you sure? Are you guys okay, first and foremost? And we were. And they said, do you still want to do the panel? These sirens are still going off. We don't have any idea when they're going to be able to shut them off.
Yeah.
And we said, the perfect condition to do our panel. Let's do it. And so they actually started our panel intro and everything.
We just said, turn it up.
While the sirens were going off.
Play
So
it
that was
loud.
awesome.
We'll drown out the sirens.
Yeah.
We'll lean into the humor of this possible catastrophe that had happened.
And anyway, so that couldn't have been a better start. We got footage of the whole incident going down and all the chaos.
So there is some footage.
See,
Kevin.
and it ended up being everyone had a positive experience out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Fun Off was won successfully thanks to, I think God cast his vote
Yeah.
and chipped in, and I think we won.
Well, our panel was right, like yours was starting right as ours was ending. So I think our standing ovation we got after our panel caused your earthquake.
Kind of like
So,
flaps
I
of a
think the
butterfly
cheers
wing.
and standing ovation actually rumbled through the United States to LA and hit you.
The fault lines don't even match
Good.
up.
Sounds good. But no. Anyway, we had a wonderful Anime Expo. It was great seeing everybody. Thanks to everybody who came. They did show at the convention this year. They showed a brand new 10 minutes of Evangelion.
Yeah.
10 minutes of Evangelion 4.0 or whatever
Nice.
it's going to be called, coming out next year. They showed that there. However, it was a packed house, and we found out that it was on the internet, so we watched it
Full standing room
in our
only.
hotel room. And that was pretty cool. Garrett, did you have any thoughts about the new 10 minutes of Evangelion?
Yeah, that was a fun experience in itself too. Watching
gathering
it
around?
Yeah, like a bunch
Yeah.
of people watching it in a hotel room, and then having like a full conversation about different parts or whatever. But no, I really enjoyed it. I feel like We got to do that with that space battle scene that 3.0 kind of opens with.
Yeah.
And it felt very similar to that,
yeah. Did you like what was shown? Like, what did you think?
I've watched it a few times.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched it since
then.
that first.
Oh,
since that
okay.
first one.
Was it like a trailer, or was it just 10 minutes?
It was the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is similar. Like 3.0 has a very similar first 10-minute opening. It's just like it drops you in on here's an operation that Misato and her team are conducting.
Yeah.
But this is cool. Kind of refamiliarized yourself with characters from 3.0, like post time skip.
Yeah.
I feel like, oh, cool. Like here's all these Willy personnel. Because that's the new.
Is that really how you pronounce it?
Will? I don't know.
Yeah, because it was really killing me that you have this like
WILLE.
powerhouse organization and we're calling it Willy.
It's all that it's German thing, right?
I thought it was like Vil or something.
Ville.
But I could be wrong. People out there will probably know.
Regardless, like you get, I've watched it a few more times, and I didn't realize their big ship that they have, the main ship that they're all working off of in 3.0.
Yeah.
With Unit 1 kind of as its core, all wrapped up.
Yeah.
That's in this trailer, kind of puppeting all the other battleships and Mari and her unit and everything. It's kind of like marionetting everything from up above.
What is exactly? Sorry, say that
Their
again?
ship, the Wonder. The
AA
Wonder.
Yeah. And that was in there?
Yeah, that I didn't notice on my first
forgot about
playthrough.
that. Oh, yeah.
But like everything above the Paris battle seems to be on like... It's not clear if it looks like they're on strings, like marionettes.
Yeah.
Like all the battleships, Mari and her unit.
Yeah.
It's like on this like cable system, like like Jackie Chan and his crew fly around on making movies. But they very briefly show the AA Wonder is like way up in the atmosphere, like puppeting all of that battle going on.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see, that opens up like a whole bunch more questions, like, yeah, they're not using their own power to propel themselves and fly around. Like this is all being done by wire work.
Yeah,
it was just added things that I didn't pick up on the first time I watched it. But
damn,
a lot
I gotta
to
see that again.
A lot to digest. The mistranslation of the version we watched too. It seems like Mari says something about going and finding Asuka at the very end. Mm-hmm. In the translation that we read, but then I'm watching better screening, captures and better translations now on YouTube, and it seems to be a reference to Shinji and not Asuka, who Mari's looking for at the end to go deep.
I think that's kind of what I thought the first time.
She says something about like, "I'll always be coming for you, Mrs. Small Doll."
Yeah,
and that sounds like something very Asuka related.
Oh, okay. I get that now.
To me, but I think the mistranslation on that is she says, "I'll be coming to get you, puppy boy," which is obviously a Shinji thing.
Okay.
Right, Kevin? Obviously. Puppy boy.
So this wasn't, this was all in Japanese with no subtitles, and fans are subtitling this?
Well, at Anime Expo, they showed an English
yeah, they showed an officially subtitled thing. Yeah.
Okay.
But all the stuff online that I've seen so far was coming out of the screenings in Japan or France, and then being, English slapped on those, somewhat incorrectly in some cases.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought it was cool. I thought it was really cool how that whole opening I thought was awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it was an incredible sequence. Now the only thing was the next day at the show. I kind of was talking to a lot of people about it who came by the booth. Mm-hmm. And so many people said the same thing, which was, yeah, it was really cool, but so was the first 10 minutes of 3.0. And look how that turned out. And I was like, what the fuck? I love that movie. Like, quit assuming I didn't like that movie. Like, what? I had that happen to me 100 times. Yeah.
People universally refer to it as, oh yeah, it's filler. And everyone thinks it's filler. But no.
That's fucking insane to me. I
I
love the third one. I mean,
yeah.
I think 2 was probably my favorite, but
yeah,
I still liked it. But anyway. But it was cool they did that. But what blew my mind, and I kind of said this on Twitter, was the only official presence of Evangelion on the show floor of Anime Expo. They just had the official Eva store booth, and it was just like a little 10 by 20 or however big booth full of like stationery and like
merchandise and stuff.
Merch they brought from the Eva store in Japan. Like, that was an official booth, but and all the signs were like handmade with Sharpie and stuff like that. And I was just like, how funny that this is the official how big this is, and this is the official presence right now. I thought that was just kind of fun, weird, like.
And I think the Ava store's been there before.
Definitely, they definitely have.
And they always share that kind of that square of boot space with that one book reseller. It's a bigger bookstore, I think.
Yeah.
But it's weird that they don't have their bigger official, I mean,
you would just think with how big Ava is and the fact that they've got Netflix behind them now, you'd think Anime Expo would have like a fucking Evangelion experience where you'd walk into Unit 1 or something.
Promote
you know what I mean?
it
Like I'm
in
used
some
to,
bigger way.
I'm used to like Comic-Con, you know, like San Diego Comic-Con level stuff. So in my mind, it's like I thought I'd be walking into Nerve headquarters or something, but I guess, you know. Yeah, Anime Expo. It was all just like handmade signs. Like, look at these books
Check this
we
out.
brought.
It's like Sharpie on paper.
Yeah, it was
like,
really just odd for me. But
But
anyway.
they got some of my money though.
Yeah. Oh, I blew a lot. Like I got a lot of stuff at their booth. I'm not complaining about their presence, but
No,
it was
happy
just
they're there
funny.
always.
It was just weird. But anyway,
Maybe next year 4.0 will be out. They'll be embraced by the U.S. crowd even bigger.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Get a panel going. Anno will answer your questions.
You know, didn't Anno go to an early Anime Expo?
Really?
Like 97 or something?
yeah, back in the day, he was at Anime Expo, yeah.
Huh.
And then at some point in our timeline, Rocco, you and I were on a panel about Ava at Anime Expo.
Yeah.
Which blows my mind. Still, people come up to me at the booth and they're like, hey, I learned about you guys through this Ava panel I went to a couple years ago. It's like, you were at that?
Yeah.
That's a moment in history I forget about.
They asked us to be on this Evangelion panel where...
such an honor.
I don't know who was putting it on. Was it the people who put out the manga or just somebody? Anyway, but yeah, and it was cool, like being on it. I was really into it because it was just like, yeah, be on this panel and talk about like your theories about stuff. And I was really, really like excited about that. But then when people got up to do Q&A and they asked us like we wrote the show, that was like, I wasn't like ready for that.
Like, yeah, what do you think happened with this person?
Okay, when the celestial beings picked Lilith and Adam to disperse the eggs throughout the universes, it's like, whoa, this is game timeline. Like,
there was a lot of
too
questions
deep.
about like as if we wrote it, and I just was like, oh no, I was so uncomfortable at that point. It was still fun. I mean, I was stoked to be asked, but that was like too much.
Should have ran with it and made up just anything you wanted.
Yeah. It was official. I mean, could have been our little stamp on.
You could have made canon stuff right then and there.
Yeah. Well, I was told by a lot of people that like, yeah, you know, in terms of like commentary on End of Evangelion, like yours is actually the best one to listen to because it actually contains the most information that's pertinent to the movie. It was just like, what the hell are you talking about? But I guess like when the voice actors from the movie did a commentary years and years ago, it didn't include a lot of that stuff. So I guess that's what they're talking about.
And as someone who's voice acted for a show, you're not always maybe the most passionate about watching it and knowing like every idiosyncrasy of every character, you know?
Yeah.
That's a job for you, most likely. Who's on that? Am I on that with you, or is that just you?
On the commentary?
On the commentary.
Yeah, it was you and me.
We do so much shit
I know.
over the years, and it's like, do I conflate that with our 3.0 spoiler cast? But no, that is that available still? Your
somewhere. I honestly meant to link to it as soon as it went up on Netflix, and I can't tell you where. I'll have to go dig it up,
dude.
Yeah, because I didn't do that. But yeah, anyway, that commentary was I think it turned out pretty good from what I can remember.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
I'm glad the hype of the Netflix launch has died down with it.
Yeah.
You know, my timeline's not Ava memes.
Yeah, it's not just constant.
Because that's the thing. Like, it was already constantly my feed is very curated to my interest, so it was already Ava stuff every day.
Yeah,
and then it went into like turbo mode the last 3 months.
Yeah,
and now it's slowing back down.
Speaking of anime on Netflix or whatever. Actually, I guess this isn't on Netflix. I finally caught up with Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah,
I finished the newest season just ended.
Okay.
I'm curious if anybody watching this saw it. It's funny because I've mentioned this before, but that show, I know everyone on Earth that watched the first season And then after that, it was, again, it was like 4 years, but before the second season or something.
It was a long time.
And the momentum was pretty much gone. And anybody I know who has seen the show was like, I only saw that first season. But anyway, I finished, this is the third season. It ended and it was incredible. Like it was unbelievable. I thought this show really was going through some of its best material. But it's funny because I mentioned earlier on in season 3, I mentioned like, hey, this show is the best it's ever been. And I'm surprised more people aren't watching it. And I had a lot of people tweet at me like, oh, with the controversy, I wasn't really enjoying it anymore. And I didn't really, and I was just like, what are you talking about with controversy? What are you saying? Like, I don't know what anybody's talking about. And I didn't look into it because again, I hadn't watched the rest of the season. I'm not reading the manga, so I didn't know anything.
Anime can't be controversial. It's a cartoon.
Yeah, I didn't really know what they were talking about. And then I got to the last couple episodes of this season.
Uh-oh.
Well, I know what they're talking about now. Shit. Man, there was some imagery in that I was not quite aware they were going to go to. I guess I won't go into it for people who haven't seen it.
Yeah, if it's
I will definitely.
if it's spoiler
it was there's a lot of people kind of on both sides of the material that it's at now in the show, and I haven't really read into that stuff, so I don't have an opinion on kind of what they're doing with it. But when you invoke that kind of stuff, it's going to be touchy no matter what you do.
Okay.
So I was just surprised they went where they went. So see for yourself. Attack on Titan season 3 just finished.
Maybe the edginess is like, any publicity is good publicity. Like people are actually tuned in. I'm seeing in the chat alone, people are saying like, yeah, I tuned in because I heard about the controversy.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I only watched season 1 like you described earlier. And now that I'm hearing it might wrap up, when they announce like it's ending, that's when I'll go like, all right, I'll binge 2, 3, 4, however many there are.
Yeah. If you want to know more about specifically what I'm talking about too, it's a real easy Google.
Yeah.
You'll be able to find it. But but it was just kind of it surprised me.
Yowza.
Anyway,
and then they announced they're doing like one more season?
Yeah, next fall is season 4, and that is the end of it.
Okay.
So
They're wrapping it up.
That's great.
And I've heard from people reading the manga that it feels like it's reaching a natural conclusion right now.
Okay.
Anyway, so it's like, oh, okay, so this makes sense. It's all gonna wrap up in the next year. But I'll be sure to check that out. And now that I'm done with season 3 of this, now I finally have the time to go back to JoJo, and I will continue that show. I know I left that behind. I think I watched like 8 or 9 of them, or however many. So I'll get back to that.
I'm really excited for you to get deep into JoJo because I trust my style of anime best. I think Rocco.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious if you'll think I'll like that based on.
I think you would. I think you would like.
Everyone's been telling me to watch that above anything else.
I know you pretty good. I think you'd dig it.
I already am intrigued by the musical naming references.
Yeah.
Just as a fan of rock music.
Yeah.
All the naming references are interesting to me. But I know that has almost nothing to do with it. It's just interesting.
It's all part of the ridiculous atmosphere of the whole show, though.
And I should say I'm familiar with that first version of it that they used to air on Cartoon Network. Old show that I guess was just one certain arc, but this new one's doing the whole thing. That's one I have to do eventually.
I was gonna say, Garrett, you have been watching. You're making your way finally through Dragon Ball Super,
Dude,
right?
Just before coming here, I wrapped up my I closed out my last Blu-ray box set. So the last one that just came out at the beginning of this month is the set that starts this tournament of power. Wild stuff, Kevin.
What's funny about that, Kevin?
You don't like
so
that?
Funny.
It's a tournament of power.
Let me guess. This tournament decides who's the strongest. And
yes, Kevin. Which universe?
And that person takes on
it's on such a grander scale.
Kevin, there are multiple universes.
You don't get it, Kev.
Kevin, there are multiple universes. They can't all exist at the same time, so they have to fight to decide which one stays.
The two Zenos.
It's not that.
I'm not saying it's a bad show. It's funny.
You better not.
The formula still works.
Well, it's not. It's different, Kevin. You know how gaming changes? Now everyone in gaming's doing these 100-player battle royale.
Yeah.
This tournament, Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, he's a fucking genius, and he's doing the same thing. This tournament is not a Budokai Tenkaichi. It is. Did I pronounce that right, Rocco?
Yes, you did.
It is a battle royale tournament of power. 80 contestants all fighting together
To get number one?
not just to get number one. There's a time limit. So the most standing members from a universe decides that winning universe. All other universes eliminated.
Yeah.
There can be only one.
They're out.
Okay.
And Rocco, this I see why you said everyone is loving where the show is getting. Because I kind of thought too, like, all right, in between the arcs, it's all the fun filler that I like.
It's like cute stuff, right?
I love the cute stuff.
Well, you like when they have crossovers with like Dr. Slump.
Oh, my
characters.
favorite episodes were these Dr. Slump like gag manga episodes. Like anytime like Gohan's out dressed up as Great Saiyan Man, doing goofy shit around the city, getting to see the slice of life of like Krillin and Android 17 or 18, excuse me.
Yeah.
That's my headcanon where him and 17 get together on that
okay.
that animal island. But no, this tournament is something better and special because it's not just the boring same tournament we've had one-on-one battles every time through Dragon Ball and Z and you know where it is now.
I mean, Dragon Ball the show, the original Dragon Ball was founded on tournaments.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it was always about like the big tournament is coming. That's how the show was founded, and for Super to kind of end with that was very appropriate.
Right.
But
now,
it turns it on its head. It's not the same.
The possibilities that I'm seeing, because I'm in the phase where, okay, they know the tournament's coming, so they're all around Earth gathering all their best friends and all the old fighters. And it's like, oh, fuck, they're talking to Tien, Shinhan, and like Master Roshi's back at like all the old characters.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That they kind of like brush away during Z.
Right.
They're bringing all these guys back, and they hear fucking contenders. Because this battle isn't just about, even though it's Tournament of Power, like they're planning strategy. And I just know what's coming up is going to be the most awesome nostalgia wave of like team up moves and stuff. Like you're going to see like Gohan. They're setting up that like Gohan and Piccolo are working on some strategy team based moves. Like Vegeta and Goku are going to be working some shit out together. You're going to see like all the old school guys like Krillin, Tien, and Roshi probably have to utilize their old school trickery like in a way to stay on this this big battle mat. I don't know. Like I didn't really get where this was going. Just seeing screenshots of new characters, like female Saiyans. Like I'm excited about that. That's kind of cool. See where that goes. Yeah. Oh, look at these aliens. Look at these weird monsters. But now really seeing the preemptive build up to this tournament. I'm very excited to get this next box set.
Yeah, they did a really good job having all these little vignettes of all these characters that didn't get them before.
Yeah.
That's what this tournament is really good at, is you'll get an episode that's just Roshi trying to pull something off on this one guy he's fighting. It's not just a massive battle the whole episode. It's little parts of this big battle. And man, it was so good. I really enjoyed it.
So I think after I get this last box set that just came out this month, the beginning of this month, the Broly movie is canon, right?
I believe so, yes.
So I think then I'll be like caught up with everything Super's released, I believe.
Yeah.
But it's still going, right? It's just in an off period right now?
No, they said it was over.
Really?
They said it ended. It was just, but again, like the Broly movie continued it. So it's kind of like, so they are continuing it. People are waiting to see if for all intents and purposes, it ended, but people are waiting to see if there's some other continuation.
Maybe some next
like
season.
Dragon Ball, not Super, but another sub name like a.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Maybe so. Somebody in the chat is bringing up, I lost who it was, but they said, did anybody see the Broly movie in theaters? Wasn't that a fun experience? And I think I talked about it. I went to the premiere of the movie when it came out in December. They had a premiere in LA, and I got to go to that.
Yeah.
And that was one of the most fun theater experiences I've ever had. Not only because it's Dragon Ball and, it was half the movie was an intense, incredibly choreographed fight, but they seated me with all the fighting game, like community type guys. Like they were all these guys who played a lot of Dragon Ball Fighters and played in tournaments, whatever. A lot of fighting game community people. I got to sit in their section, and everyone in that section treated it like it was a live fight. I was watching it, and Vegeta was getting beat up, and it was like, no. Oh, come on. He'll get him back. Get up. Like, it was like, I don't think they can hear you, but hey, you know what? This is great. This is
so much the energy is awesome.
Yeah, it was so much fun. So yeah, that movie, I think some things are better. There's certain things you watch by yourself or with a crowd. Recently, there were people asking, should I wait for my friends to watch Evangelion? Should I do this? Should I do that? Evangelion is one of those things. Hey, watch it alone. Be alone. Be by yourself. Take it all in. I don't think that's like a group show.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
But right, that's like to me the epitome of like a solo watch is Evangelion.
That might be another reason there was such weird feedback when that came to Netflix. I think people sat in group audiences and watched that with their friends and got uncomfortable about it, the way it made them feel.
Maybe, you never know. But
do it alone in the dark.
But now I think Broly, the Broly movie, that's the opposite. Get all your friends who love DBZ in a room, get some pizzas, and fucking yell at the TV. Like, that's what that's for.
Yeah.
And wait until you get Garrett to some later stuff in this tournament. There's later episodes that they get to where, like in Mexico, they were renting out bars like a UFC fight.
I've seen gifs of that.
Yeah, where it's like everyone just came in to watch it and get pissed off about the it's
the
awesome.
Tournament
it's
of Power.
Great.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I want to sit down next to Sonic Fox. I want to watch it amongst a bunch of other fighting game winners only. And I want to scream.
I'm curious out there, people watching this, what do you think are good? I'm curious. I would be, I want to ask everyone out there, what are things that you think are better? What's something that's better watched alone, and what's something better watched with a big loud group? Email podcast@mega64.com and send us what you think, or say it in the chat too. What do you think is qualifies for each? Evangelion to me is the best solo thing in terms of like you should watch that alone. That would be my number one. But in terms of a group thing, people are bringing up in the chat, but like Endgame, like Avengers Endgame, I saw that in a packed theater. That to me is the only game in town. Like if I watch that by myself at home, I can't imagine I would enjoy it half as much.
You wouldn't get
what
as
I mean?
into it, yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else you could think of that qualifies for something that's fun with
Jackass movies were so much fun in full theaters.
I agree with that too.
That brought an energy, and I'll say the Bruno and Borat movies too.
Yeah,
those
and,
really wild comedies.
Yeah,
and not like a plot-driven comedy. Not like The Hangover or something, but something that kind of breaks standards, like the way the Jackass movies are filmed.
Something
so
kind
different.
of guerrilla that people can react to. Because those movies, Jackass or those Sacha Baron Cohen movies, I know they're not obviously live, but they have the same energy as a live production.
Yep.
Where it's like, oh God, what's gonna happen? Oh no, oh God, kinda, you know what I mean? They have that same energy.
Yeah, we're in this together, kind of thing.
Yeah, we're in this together. Exactly. That's a good way to put it. I'm curious if anybody out there has any.
Email us.
Yeah. Email us. Let us know. Somebody mentioned Gone Girl. In the theater. Now that's a movie. Now, you're thinking moody kind of David Fincher movie. You would think, oh, that's a good movie to watch alone.
Yeah.
Gone Girl in a packed audience. Oh, I can't recommend it enough. If they ever screen that somewhere, go to that. And, I don't think they're going to be doing that now, but man, when that came out, it was just like a huge room of pissed off people. And that energy when used correctly is kind of fun.
See, and I like a suspenseful horror or a real shocking horror movie. I like to watch that alone.
Yeah, it's scarier alone.
Yeah, just by myself with my own oh fuck. Because when shit gets uncomfortable on the screen, that's when your audience starts to I went and saw Midsummer on Friday.
Yeah.
And there was a row of teenagers in front of us.
Oh, yeah.
And when shit got real, they got giggly because
that's how you break the tension.
It's uncomfortable. Yeah.
It's uncomfortable. The only thing you break the tension is joking around and stuff. Yeah. But I don't know.
It didn't bug me as much as it usually does because it was a pretty empty theater.
Sometimes you want the tension, bro, because it's too much.
But I loved seeing. I guess I loved seeing how intense the visuals were, and then seeing their reaction down there was such laughter and what the fuck, audible what the fucks, and looking through their fingers, not wanting to see. It was Damn, I haven't felt like this in a movie in forever.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what actually, you know what? Okay, let's bring up, we'll talk more about some movie stuff. There's more movie stuff I want to bring up.
sure.
But we should pause for a moment.
Yes.
For a couple of plugs here. I want to say thank you to this week's sponsor and a new sponsor for us, theyeti.com.
Oh, yeah.
The Yeti, hey, these guys, I am so happy to have them as a sponsor because
great.
this is actually new territory for me where this is a sponsor that I was already buying so much stuff from these guys.
I know where you're going.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've bought stuff off their site before.
Yeah. And these guys have always been one of my favorite groups in terms of like the stuff that they sell. And their site is just awesome.
Yeah.
I've always loved these guys. The Yeti.com, they have a lot of gaming related, not necessarily just gaming related, but on the fringes of, just like how our stuff is. We have a stuff, it's a lot of stuff on the fringe of gaming culture and deep in gaming culture as well. You name it, they got it. They have great stuff. They are one of my favorite merch websites, period.
They are awesome.
And right now you can go to their site, go to the yeti.com/Mega64, and all Mega64 fans can get 10% off the stuff on their site. That's just for you guys. Go to the yeti.com/Mega64 and any of the stuff they have on there. They gave us some of the stuff here. It's not just shirts and whatnot. It's
they
like
got some new
it's like
shit.
plushes.
I can't like get over there to show
Yeah.
it, but they have like the Super Meat Boy plush they sent us, the Cuphead mug, like with the straw and all that stuff. Like
That's a big
they
ass
killed it
straw.
on that stuff. So anyway,
that for boba?
they nailed it. Damn, they nailed it on this stuff. All of their stuff looks so nice. So anyway, the yeti.com/Mega64. Can we go to a close up for that? Can we show the? They killed this. Look
Look
how
at that.
cute
Yeah.
that is. And they have a whole bunch of they have like their whole collection that's kind of like blown out VHS
Yeah.
stuff too. Oh, I love all that stuff. Anyway, the yeti.com/Mega64.
What's that little hip bag thing? I want to get
Yeah,
my eye
that was
on
something that struck me as something you would like.
Ooh.
So there you go.
And Sean and Derek aren't here, thank God.
Yeah, they
I'm gonna
don't
check
get
that
any
out.
of this stuff. Anyway, so check them out. And I also wanted to say shop.mega64.com is another great place to shop. If you need some more stuff on top of that, we got a whole bunch.
We got
and
you
in
covered.
fact, we always like to do with every podcast, we like to do a 64-hour special. Like a shirt that's only up for 64 hours.
Oh, yeah.
And this week we actually brought back, this was a design that we had no plans to bring back.
Yeah.
But we thought, you know what? For 64 hours, we can bring it back. There's been a lot of sad and grisly deaths in the celebrity community lately. So this shirt actually commemorates that.
Yeah.
Because as we
grim
know, there's
reminder.
a huge insect problem. Wasps are out there stinging everybody. So here we have the Who's Next shirt is back only for 64 hours.
I never thought I'd saw this.
Yep. Who's next?
see
This
this
is
again.
that we've had a lot of requests for that. We didn't really plan to bring that back, but we thought, okay, just for a couple days, we can leave that up and see if anybody truly wants it.
Yeah.
You can have it. It's up for 64 hours.
You get a lot of feedback on that one, Kevin? People are missing
Yeah, definitely. They're missing the wasps and everything like
people
that.
people
Yeah.
say it's reticent to the bug stunt here in the chat.
Oh, really?
But this is no stunt. This is the wasps are
this
no
is a
laughing
good stunt.
matter.
Well, no, it's not good. People are dying.
Yeah, it's
That's not good.
it's a
Who's the
negative.
latest celebrity that passed away?
Rip Torn?
Yeah, Rip.
Oh,
they
Rip
got
Torn.
Rip.
Yeah, got bit. Rip Torn.
Bit by a
Rip.
wasp.
He got
that's it.
stung.
His name kind of writes the headstone itself.
Yeah. So Rip got stung. What's the
Wait.
blueberry girl?
Oh,
The
yeah.
blueberry.
Wait, from Willy Wonka?
From Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
She passed away too.
Violet?
Yeah.
Oh. She's gonna be
Did you
turning
hear?
Violet.
Did you guys actually hear
For
the
real now.
recording of the? Did you guys actually hear the eulogy?
No.
No.
It was actually pretty impressive. The
Okay.
eulogy at her funeral.
How'd it go?
I'll repeat it here.
Yeah.
Oompa loompa doopity dee. What? Oh, sorry. I've been told.
That's in poor taste.
I'm sorry.
She was
I
just
told.
bit by a wasp, and then you
Sorry.
come
Blew
here
up
with
like a
that.
I was just
blueberry
told to move
and then
on.
died.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was in poor taste.
They had to take her down, have her pressed and squeezed.
Sorry about that. Okay, I apologize. Okay. Back to movie talk. We're talking
Yeah.
about movies.
Yeah.
That Midsummer.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was that coming out or what, but I was on a horror kick this week. I was like, you know what? I haven't seen any good horror movies in a while. I'm going to catch up. There's a lot I haven't seen. So I'm going to catch up. I'm going to get up to speed on the latest horror stuff. So I watched Hereditary. I had not seen it. I didn't know one single thing about Hereditary. So I went into it ice cold.
That's good.
And I thought it was fucking garbage.
That's bad.
So did not like that. Then I saw the new Halloween. New Halloween.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even see this.
I didn't.
Yo, you
either.
didn't see it?
No.
What's her name? Who's the
Oh,
lead
Laurie
actress?
Strode?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, yeah.
She was great in it. Didn't enjoy the movie. It was not good.
It was just a typical slasher.
Yeah,
Run
it just
from the dude.
yeah. Well, it just didn't spend a lot of. I didn't feel like it spent enough time on her.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like this is her story. Let's stick with her, but no. So nix that. All right. Then I checked out the new It and turned it off halfway through because I fucking hated that too. So horror, not for me. I felt like the half of It that I saw, I'm not going to review It because there's no point. I didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I felt like every 90 seconds, it needed to go out of its way to do some ugly CGI thing. Like, it was like, okay, let's spend time with the characters. Wait. Oh, wait. It's been a minute since. Okay, now we can go back to the characters now. Okay, okay, the kids are talking to each other. Wait, oh no, what's around the, oh, it's in the library. It's gone. Okay, it was just like
Pennywise
this
is scary.
repeated jumpy thing, so I just turned it off. Did you guys see it? Or?
I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't like any of the other ones.
I just
but
felt
liked
like it was at this rhythm that was incredibly annoying. So yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, that it didn't bug me. I'm more excited I just saw the trailer for the second half of it, where the kids are now grown up.
Yeah, and that's why
I'll
I
check
wanted.
that
That
out.
looked cool to
That
me, so
looks-
that's why I wanted to check it out.
That looks better because It to me was just like, all right. I mean, I like the original film for what it was, especially growing up with it. But this new one was like, it's okay. You know, I saw it. It was all right. The second one gets me a little more interested. I like the actor choices.
I love the cast of the new one, so that's why I wanted to check it out. And maybe I'll watch the rest of it later. It was just at that moment I was getting real tired of its tricks, so maybe I'll watch the rest. But I turned it off and turned on Batman.
Which one? The
Cleanse your palate.
Check it out, Batman, 1989. Check it out, The Joker. Oh man, Jack Nicholson. In case you guys haven't heard of it, woo!
Made
That
a
guy
licensing
is,
deal.
In case
so
you haven't heard of The Joker.
got rich off of that role.
Yeah. So I watched that, and then that just like they re-released that in like 4K or whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I checked that out.
So you danced with the devil in the pale moonlight last night.
Yeah, I did.
Congrats. In 4K, Kevin.
Yeah.
4K. Jeez.
Yeah. You could really see a lot of things that you shouldn't have seen.
Like makeup.
yeah. Oh yeah. Makeup, strings, you name it. Man, you
Strings?
could see it all.
Wait, is Bob not his number one guy anymore?
Oh no, Bob is still number one.
Okay,
I
good.
remember having it.
Good,
I
good.
remember wanting when that came out, like way back in the day. I remember I really wanted figure. Like they sold toys.
Yeah.
The Batman figures. I want to say they were by like Toy Biz or something.
I think you're right.
I don't know, but they put out these Batman toys, and I really wanted them. I was like, dude, I loved Batman at that time, so I really wanted all those. And the only one my dad could find, I think they were sold out. It was Bob the Goon.
Oh my god.
That's what they named him as. It was the Joker's right hand guy.
Yeah.
Bob the Goon. And I remember my dad specifically. I have the earliest memory. I mean, I don't know how old I must have. I mean, I was only. I don't know how old, but anyway, I remember him coming in the room. Hey, sorry, all I could find was Bob the Goon. But I played with Bob the Goon. I was like, I couldn't have been
Bob.
separated from that toy of the ugly man with a hat.
Yeah. He had that Newsies cap.
Yeah. No, I think it was like more like a fedora.
Oh, it was? Okay.
I thought it was. Yeah.
Oh,
But anyway.
yeah. Picturing Bob now.
Yeah. So anyway, that was so anytime he pops up in the movie, I laugh about that. Those are my memories of the summers playing with Bob the Goon.
How'd Bob the Goon look in 4K?
Oh, crystal clear, every pore of
see
every
it.
sweat drop.
You didn't know he has a scar down the side of his face.
Yeah.
For added character effect.
It was so long. It took me so many years before I realized that Billy D. Williams, he plays like an important political role in that movie. Mm-hmm. And it was way into my life that I realized he's Harvey Dent. Like that movie starts and it's like, yeah, okay, here comes Harvey Dent. Hey, everybody. And it's like Billy D. Williams was going to be Two-Face? Harvey Dent?
Yeah. I forgot about that too.
And that makes me sad. I would have loved, honestly, loved to see his Lando Calrissian's version of Two-Face.
I think we got a great Two-Face. I think we got with the Riddler and Two-Face and everything like that.
Yeah.
They've had two chances to get it
Two-Face
right.
and the Riddler, where all their direction is just be crazy.
Yeah, scream.
It's two guys going,
Be crazier than the other guy. And
Yeah.
it's just builds and builds and builds.
Yeah.
Into insanity levels, and then you get Jared Leto mailing ammunition and dead rats through the U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah. Yeah, it all led up to that.
They set the groundwork.
Are you going to see the new Joker when that comes out?
Yeah, I will.
I don't know. I haven't seen any Batman stuff since the Nolan stuff.
If I hear really good stuff, I'll go.
You didn't see Batman versus Superman, Kevin?
No.
Where Batman wore a trench coat in the broad daylight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care for, I always say I don't care for DC stuff until they get kind of weird. Then it's like, I think honestly of the DC stuff, what I've liked the most was probably recently like Suicide Squad, maybe.
Yeah.
Just because it was so different than like, all right, we're not doing Batman, Superman, Justice League.
Right.
We're not trying to mimic Marvel. Let's do our own thing. And this Joker movie looks like, we're doing our own thing here.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix, make it creepy, make it artsy. Like, all right.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm buying it just yet, but if I hear good stuff, I like Joaquin Phoenix, so whatever. If I hear good stuff, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But let it be not forgotten that I thought Shazam was great.
Yeah, Shazam was a fun movie.
That's true.
I keep forgetting that came out this year. I don't know why. It feels like it's been like a generation since that came out. But yeah, that I really enjoyed that movie. That was like one of the ones I enjoyed somehow the most this year. Was because it was just a purity to that movie. You know what I mean? It was just like really like pure and happy and fun. I don't know. I really dug it. I did see yesterday.
Oh, I'm curious about that.
I saw yesterday the movie about the guy who forgot the
No,
not that the guy forgot the Beatles.
Everyone forgot.
Everyone in the world remembers the Beatles except for one guy.
Okay.
And they have to tell him about it.
Is it like a Mandela effect kind of thing in the plot? Or is there weird shit going on?
Something happens. There's like solar flares or
Okay.
something that nuke the world for a minute, and in that flare, a bunch of stuff is forgotten.
Okay.
We're getting quantum with the universe here. It sounds.
Yeah, and I will say one thing that I liked about this movie is that it wasn't just the Beatles, like for convenience's sake. Throughout the movie, it's like, you know, he's the only one that remembers this shit. And over the course of the movie, he starts to realize more stuff that's missing. And that aspect I actually really liked. Where, you know what I mean? Like he'll be somewhere, he goes to a restaurant and he's like, "Can I just get a Coke?" And they're like, "What?" And he's like, "What? Let me get a Coke." And they're like, you know, fuck off. Like,
yeah.
And then he starts Googling Coke and it's like, oh, that's gone too. Shit, you know? That aspect of the movie was cool. I'm glad they stuck with that, where throughout it, things kept like piecing together that, oh, that's missing too. Oh, that's missing too.
Nice.
But they still have Pepsi. So who got money in that deal?
What world is this?
Yeah. So he goes to hell.
That.
This is a story about a guy who goes to hell.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was fucking corny. Like the movie is bad. But I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Like I was in like what Derek calls fuck it mode.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it in that way. It was like cute, dumb movie. Like I had
You gotta
fun.
get into that mood.
Yeah.
Watch it.
It goes like a terribly predictable love story direction.
Is there a lot of Beatles music?
I was just gonna say,
in?
did they license
Yeah.
any Beatles music? Cool.
Yeah, and that actually surprised me. The end credits, they play Hey Jude, the straight up original
Wow.
recording. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, so that, I mean, that had to be like half the budget right there.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of money.
I always hear about the most expensive songs to license. I've always heard were like that and Immigrant Song,
Oh, really?
Yeah, Led Zeppelin. Yeah, which I mean, they play that in the Marvel movies, so it's not like you can't afford these things. But that just surprised me. It's like, oh, I thought they would have skirted around that. But anyway, yeah, it was
Cool.
it was what it was.
Yeah.
It was Dumb. It was dumb. But I had a good time. Like I said, in fuck it mode. They pull something off. Does anyone care about spoilers for this?
For that, no.
No, I'm okay.
Okay,
I mean,
chat. Does anybody care about spoilers? Because there was one thing that shocked me in this movie.
Paul was in it.
No. No one cares about spoil. Okay, guys, I'm gonna spoil.
Paul's
when
dead.
you see me raise my cane like that, I'll be done spoiling yesterday. They meet a beetle in the movie.
Oh, really?
There is a shock in the movie
Interesting.
that after all the confusion and all the hell that this guy goes through with like, is he doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Taking credit for all the Beatles songs. He visits John Lennon.
Oh, of all of
That's
them,
in the movie.
John is still alive.
And they actually did it. And it's, I don't know if it was CG. I think it was just makeup. And it looks pretty good.
Really?
They visit old John Lennon, and it's like not too bad.
He's just an artist in this.
And I don't know.
something.
People
I
are
don't
asking
know.
if they spoiled that in the trailer. I don't know if they did. I didn't really look. But they won't say who the actor was that played him.
Oh, conspiracy.
Yeah,
Still alive.
So add to the conspiracy. But that part got a gasp from the audience. It was
Oh,
like,
I bet.
I didn't think this dumb movie was going to take a risk like this, and then all of a sudden it's like, and it was actually, it was surprising. So anyway.
That's cool.
John Lennon, Vincent Price,
Yeah.
Elvis, Jim Morrison. They're all hanging out right now laughing.
I'm telling you, man. I
on
think
a
it was
club.
actually John. It looked good.
They're like, hey, John got in a movie.
But anyway, that's all. Okay, I'm done spoiling yesterday.
Oh, wave it.
There it is, everybody. We're done.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of movie talk.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to Spider-Man or...
Did you see?
I saw that today.
You
too.
did?
Oh, I
okay.
didn't see it.
I've been, we were so freaking busy with the lead up to Anime Expo and RTX, with the live show and everything else, just the packing for the cons. Now we're kind of like, we're a little bit ahead of the game, getting ready for our own backyard con, Comic Con, this week.
Yeah.
But I've just been spending as much time as I can relaxing in the calm between these two storms. So I went and saw like 3 movies this last
no
like
kidding.
2 days. But I saw Spider-Man. Really enjoyed that. That was fun.
Real quick, Midsummer though, you liked it?
I did.
Okay.
I didn't like it as much as Hereditary. I liked Hereditary a little more just because I think you see a lot of visually jarring supernatural stuff. So I felt like in Hereditary, when you saw that supernatural stuff, it was executed in a well done way. It wasn't executed in a way that I thought was like overly CG and took me out of the film. It was like shocking and I liked that element.
Yeah.
This seemed very similar.
Okay.
Less of that supernatural visualization.
Sure.
It was more a lot of the same like sound design and like even the sound of the score when it would get intense and when the way things would sounded very similar. Weird. This actor or this director has a thing with like a little like audible tick. Like there's a thing like in Hereditary, that girl had that knock noise she always made.
Yeah.
There's something like that in Midsummer too, and it's very similar in how
It's a fart.
It goes deep into the relationship of this group,
Yeah.
whereas like Hereditary was the relationship of this family. So it hit all these kind of notes that I wanted from that director.
Yeah.
I just liked Hereditary a little bit more.
Yeah.
But still was good. I did love how it made that row of teenagers in front of me all uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's good. With Spider-Man, wait, what else did you see other than Spider-Man?
I've been watching just a bunch of shit at home now, and it's
okay.
kind of a blur at this point. A lot of Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, okay. Well, but Spider-Man. Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask what you thought of it. I was going to try to see it today. I'll get into it in a second why I didn't, but I haven't yet. Now, I'm curious what you thought. Are we going to get the first negative Marvel review in Garrett history? Here it is, Garrett.
No negativity.
bitch. God.
I only preach
do no wrong.
the
man.
happiness. Thank you, Stan Lee. Thank you to the Marvel team. This is the first Lee-less film.
What?
No Stan Lee cameo.
Oh, yeah.
I did notice that.
They didn't want to CG him or
Hey,
do something.
No, they didn't do anything like that. I was waiting the whole time.
I'm curious out there, actually, if other people, I'm curious what other people think about this. I kind of feel like they shouldn't have even included the one in Endgame.
It was weird.
I thought that was really like whack. Like I thought that was like a waste. And I feel like The last one that had come out with him in it. Well, maybe my timing is off. Because he was in Captain Marvel. I didn't see it, so I forgot about that. Okay. But I was going to say his cameo in Enter the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse. Sorry, not Enter. I'm thinking of Enter the Dragon.
Oh, the animated version.
Yeah. Was such a wonderful little moment, and I thought, leave it at that. I know that's not the Marvel Studio thing, but I just didn't think. I thought the thing in Endgame was like
a little too much.
Like they de-aged him and he yelled something out a window. It was just like, you didn't need to include that. That's okay.
It's just weird when the final thing is a de-aging CG move, like with Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
It's just weird that's the final. Oh, that's the final scene. It's a cartoon. It's PlayStation 1 graphics.
But anyway, when you were saying the new movie was Leeless, I thought you were talking about like Lilu or something. I was like, Fifth Element shit? What is this?
Yeah.
But anyway, the Spider-Man though,
Spider-Man European Vacation. It was good.
You liked it?
It was your run-of-the-mill Marvel movie. It's got all the humor that the Marvel movies have in them to keep it fun. JB Smoove, I did not know was in this. A comedian who I really like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he had a lot of funny kind of carry the jokes along in the action.
Huh.
Overall good Spider-Man style story. It fit right in line with the last one, and it fits right in line with Marvel having this flowing continuity of like, this is after Endgame.
Yeah,
this is the movie starts. The opening of the movie is, I think, my favorite part of it.
Interesting.
I don't want to give anything away, but the opening scene is really funny.
I really just wanted to see it mostly because I always loved Mysterio. I always thought that was a cool villain.
Yeah, I didn't know anything. I still don't know anything really about Mysterio. So mysterious. There were nods to other stuff in like the Marvel comic universe that I really appreciate. Without spoiling stuff there too. There was something from a little mini series of comic books who I really liked collecting. The little nod to that. One of Spider-Man's new suits in this movie is like a nod to old comic book side stories and stuff.
Okay.
There were cool little things for Marvel fans in this movie.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check that out. Hopefully by the next time we do this, I'll talk about it. I'll be able to talk about it more.
Yeah, and I'll go a little deeper in the spoilers if it's a little later on.
Yeah.
I'll feel a little more comfortable.
What was the shit? There's something about to come out that I was like, this is what I was waiting to see. Oh, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah, Quentin Tarantino's movie.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm curious. That's kind of the next thing I'm looking forward to.
It's got like all this. I didn't know there's all this Charlie Manson stuff in the movie. So now I'm way more. I'm already on board for Tarantino thing, but now I'm like, I'm very interested in where this goes. Like, what story are they telling with this? This character in it.
Yeah,
should be good.
I'm stoked for that.
Did you guys? I kind of brought up all the Switch shit I was playing. Was there any other stuff you guys were playing this week or anything?
I'm so bad because I'm just back in on my PSP Go.
Yeah,
PSP Go.
Yeah,
PSP
Garrett,
Go.
You busted that out at Anime Expo, didn't you?
And not just for looks.
Just like, wait, what?
I didn't want street cred or anything, but as soon as I did bust it out, people were like, "What are those?" Kind of like, I haven't seen that in 10 years. Like, what are you doing? But hey, you talked about like the portability of the Switch and taking it around.
Yeah.
For me, it's the size of the device. Like even
Yes.
the Vita,
Tiny.
the Vita was so big, I never took it around with me.
I did. Again, I got big pockets, so I had no problem
you got
with the Vita,
cloaks.
but I didn't appreciate. I mean, it wasn't ideal, but let me tell you, that PSP Go, I fucking loved that
It was
thing.
so good. The
The
design, was so
ecosystem
good.
around it, that wasn't so hot. But man, the device itself, it was just right there in my pocket next to my iPhone, and you couldn't even notice it. It was great. And I had it primarily just to have all my PS1 and PSP games. Just, it was great.
Good to have. I just have like all my favorite PlayStation 1 games on it, but fuck those. I haven't even been booting those up because I just restarted playing Peace Walker.
I was just gonna say, of
when
course,
we were at
you have
AX.
to be playing Peace Walker.
Yeah, yeah. And now that's all I'm doing. Just like, there's something about having like a portable gaming device. Like, I got my cell phone, and there's a ton of like that new Dr. Mario game just came out, and I'm playing that and having fun with that too.
Yeah.
But there's something about the device being made to function as one thing, a gaming device. Or like when we used to carry around the flip camcorders, it's like this thing is made to be a camcorder.
Yeah.
I tend to use it more rather than go to my Swiss Army knife of a cell phone that's like a camcorder, a social media machine, a video game player. Like, I'd rather, I don't know, something about the hardware of getting something tactile that's made just for gaming in my hands.
Plus it has buttons.
Yeah, it's got real buttons. I'm just having fun living 10 years in the past.
I think I'll have to disagree when it comes to like cameras and stuff. Like, to me, once that all started moving into the phone, I was like, fuck that. I don't have to carry that anymore. Like, once everything moved into one device, I was very happy about that. But gaming is the exception. I gotta have something like a dedicated game system. I just don't play games on my phone.
Did you try that new, anybody try Super Mario or Dr. Mario World, I think it's called?
Did that come out?
Oh, you know what I'm talking
the
about?
mobile game. No.
I never played Super Mario Run, just because I saw the fact that, like, hey, this is like Flappy Bird. Like, that's not my type of gameplay. But I love Dr. Mario. Love Dr. Mario. Mm-hmm. So I was always playing that on my NES Classic. That was like the only thing I would play on there.
Yeah.
But now that they put that out for the iOS and Android, it's called Dr. Mario World.
Yeah.
And it's like just mini games. It's kind of weird. It's like an inverted version of Dr. Mario. Mm-hmm. And you can kind of drag the pieces to where you want them to go instead of just letting them free fall. Mm-hmm. So it changes up the way you play, but the core mechanics are Dr. Mario. And then you go around the world map. I haven't figured out how they try to microtransact you yet, but I have a good time playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp without ever spending a dime on it. So I know there's a way to play the Nintendo stuff where you don't have to microtransact. Now, if you get hooked, though,
then you're in.
Then that's how they got you.
Yeah.
With fucking Pokemon, man. I always bought 99 cents worth of Pokeballs.
No, but you just go out and get them. You just walk around.
I couldn't move around that much. I was stuck at work, Kevin.
He was paralyzed.
You can only hit the block across and
you gotta
walk down
go
to Starbucks on break.
Spin those Pokestops.
Shit. I'm not playing that, though. I'm done with Niantic. Yeah. They're onto that Harry Potter shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't there a Harry Potter thing now? But
yeah,
I didn't know about that.
My girlfriend plays the fuck out of it.
Really? Oh, really?
It's the same thing, but just
no kidding.
Strip out all the Pokemon, like mythology, I guess, and layer it with the Harry Potter assets and Harry Potter storyline, and you're like going around doing the same thing, but instead of Pokemon, you're catching confoundables, and instead of like throwing like the Pokeball by swiping in a straight line, you like trace a line that it gives you on your phone, like a spell with your wand. You trace your finger, like make a zigzag, make a circle with a dot in the middle. It's like same shit though.
Damn. I didn't know. All I know is that they did a promo for the game where it looks like someone's security camera caught Dobby outside their house.
That was for the fucking game?
Yeah, and it got clipped out on Twitter, and then a billion people were going, "Oh my god, what is this? What is this footage?" It's it's from a promo.
I didn't even know that was game promo because that went viral as look at this little alien. Someone found an alien, and then people are going, "No, it's clearly CG. You could tell here and here."
Yeah.
I had no idea that was a tie-in for the game.
Man.
Yep.
Jesus. I know some people from Rooster Teeth got like free phones and headphones and shit like that because they got some sponsored ad. But I didn't see any other promo than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of weird shit, are you guys hip to all this Area 51 stuff?
Yeah. I'm a Kyle, and I'm drinking my
Yeah.
Monster Energy right now for that 10% buff.
I don't know what it's about. I just see a ton of stuff about Area 51 right now, and I still don't know
Dude,
what it's
you're
about.
going to be
You
with the
don't even know
Naruto
that.
runners.
Okay. You're not on the inside.
Can you
I'm not
Naruto
in.
run, Kevin?
Kevin's out.
No, I can't.
All right. You're going to
Kevin's
have to
out.
hang back in Squad B.
When is everyone going there?
Yeah.
To, like, storm it.
Well, I heard that the plan is to meet up at like resident or like a
Denny's?
like a Denny's, but like for Alien fans.
You know the Denny's right near Area 51?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've had like 500,000 people say they're coming.
I mean, this could get problematic when people actually show up to that first meeting place, but then people are like, well, how far do we take the joke? Like, all right, let's start walking.
Yeah.
And then you get into some group mob mentality. It
worked in Independence Day.
They shoot people on sight, though, Kevin.
Well, not in Independence Day. They just all those RVs just showed up and they were chilling there.
Yeah, and they couldn't do anything then, so I think they're screwed now.
Yeah.
Area 51's going to have to buckle.
Oh my God, we're gonna have closed casket funerals for some of these kids who are gonna get popped by the federal government. I mean, if you say you're coming in hot and you're gonna run, first of all, running with your arms behind you, bad move. Because there's probably invisible barbed wire.
Isn't that what they said they're going to do? A
Naruto running is a tactic used, by placing your arms behind you and running as fast as you can, kind of leading with the nose and forehead.
Yeah.
Bad idea though. For that, the government's got invisible barbed wire, trip
you don't want to
wires.
get involved in that. No.
Yeah.
I'm going to say everyone, just stay home.
They're probably going to send out those Boston Dynamic type robots from some
Yeah.
underground lab next door to Area 51.
Oh yeah, Boston Dynamics, Cambridge Analytica, they'll be there.
It's going to be.
They're just going to fuck with your info. The whole thing's going to be. A
It's
mess.
going to go bad for the civilians out there that think they know what's going to happen. They think they're going to get into Area 51 and
Is it just
figure
trying
it
to
out.
figure out like what's in there?
They want to see some aliens. They want to
Kevin,
save.
you don't get it
I know about Area 51. I just
No,
don't get why
clearly
it's
you don't.
blowing up right now.
because all these people are saying we got to go
We've had
down
enough.
there and free the aliens out. So everyone's going to do it. It's not even worth.
I
thinking
like
to.
that Area 51's a secret.
What?
Like, I love it.
No.
I love that that's always been like Area 51. I love that it was like Independence Day and everything.
Do you even know what
it
it is?
Keep it.
but the government's keeping you in bondage by harnessing that alien technology. For
I don't want to know.
Joy
their
being a
own
sheep,
evil
I guess.
I don't.
cultist,
I don't have to know.
Satanic.
Do you even know what Area 51 is? Garrett, do you remember when we all went to In-N-Out once years ago?
I'll never forget this.
And someone ordered animal style and it like was completely wrong.
Yeah.
I've never had any issues with In-N-Out.
Never.
Every time I've had an order, I've never had them get it wrong. And then one time they did. We ordered animal style and it was all screwed up. And then we went back and was like, well, what happened here? And they were like, well, do you know what animal style is? And it was like, ew, goodbye.
The lady working at that. Well, there were attitudes on both sides. I think someone in our party had some attitude.
Yeah.
Towards the In-N-Out
you're right.
waitress.
Yeah.
But the In-N-Out waitress did reply back, do you even know what animal style is?
It was said just like the Matrix. It was just like, do you even know what animal style is?
Because, I mean, from her perspective, it's a secret menu item.
Yeah.
Some might not know.
Yeah.
Some uninitiated might not know.
I think every In-N-Out
We
better
knew.
know what that is now, though, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Now, if you ask for like monkey style, I still expect some confusion.
Yeah.
yeah. You're
But have
making
you
shit up.
ever done that?
No.
No, I've heard of it though.
What?
Yeah.
That's real?
Monkey style.
Get out of here.
Yeah, they put fries on your burger.
That's
Isn't that what it was?
That's
I think so. I don't know.
no. Just
Monkey
ask
style.
for fries on the
And then
burger.
Yankee style is they give you a cup of buffalo sauce. Bitch style is
They have buffalo
they
sauce?
have to dump chili on you.
I
on your-
don't want to say
burger.
bitch to the employee.
And then
I don't want to say a
what was
curse.
it? Django Fett style is they just hand you a bag with nothing in it. I don't remember.
Yeah.
These,
I
it's
thought
a
you were going
whole-
Django
There's
Unchained.
one that
Style is real.
See,
No.
so hey, go order it.
Top with animal style fries. It's a secret menu.
Yeah, animal style fries on your burger. We have to go get it.
You know, the only time I ever have done something secret is at Jamba Juice. I got the pink Starburst.
Oh,
Have you
wait,
ever done
really?
secret
No.
Oh yeah,
menu
you could
stuff?
ask for a pink Starburst drink, right?
Yeah.
like Starburst.
It tastes
So did
like
they
a
do
pink
it?
Star. Yeah. I looked on a website and I got the courage up to,
Yeah.
okay, I might look like an idiot. Because half of the time I think like this is all nomenclature that maybe they don't know at this chain. But I was like, pink strawberry? Sure enough, she hit one button in her menu. So it's obviously in that
Yeah.
menu.
Oh,
Pink strawberry or pink Starburst. Here you go.
yeah. Wow,
It was
damn.
good.
there's
It was
got to
fucking
be a
good.
secret menu at In-N-Out where they make a shake with a burger in it.
Yeah, like a meat
There's
shake.
got to be.
Right? I
Where they
think
just put the burger in it and whir it up like that. Like
that's that's
Cannibal style?
dolphin style or no, I don't know.
I don't know what it would be, but that's got to be
Chum
on
style.
Just calling it style. Like, see,
Artie Lang style. Thank
it's
you.
too sexual. Style has a sexual connotation
mean?
of like a
there.
position.
Animal style. Does,
Yeah.
Whenever
what
I
do
hear,
you think about when you hear
In and
animal
out.
style?
When I hear
Whenever-
style, I think I have style. Thank you.
What about dog style?
That's an album.
Okay.
Dude, I went my whole life not knowing that was anything, but not my whole life. Yeah. Hold on. I'm not
You don't
I
want
was going to
to.
make a terrible joke
Yeah,
about something Derek said once,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm not that misinformed.
I knew where you were going.
Yeah. No, but for many years I was just like, no, what was it? I think I was in like I want to say it was like 8th grade and like 8th grade, like Washington DC field trip. And some kid got like porn to play on his TV. Like, hey, come in my hotel room. Look, it's kind of unscrambled, stupid thing. And I remember going in there, we were like, whoa. And then he was like, yeah, check it out, doggy style. And I was like, in my head, I was like, isn't that a Snoop Dogg album? Why does he keep bringing that up?
No.
Oh,
that's what the Snoop Dogg album
named
was.
after that was like a huge revelation.
Yeah. You are right, though. When I think of doggy style, that's sex. But when I think of animal style, it does not even occur to me.
Yeah, it doesn't even occur to me. Because guess what? In and out, for all you haters, is better than sex. So I ain't thinking about that shit. Yeah, sorry, haters. I could see how if you've only had Whataburger, maybe boning is better.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
but
animal
us
style.
In and out boys don't need that stuff.
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's why we stay virgins and for life, and that's not a joke.
I'd rather have it at In-N-Out, get that bitch style you were talking about. They dump chili on me. That's
No,
On you, not even on the burger.
no,
on you.
They legally have to.
Yeah, and that's kind of my fetish anyways. Like I like
yeah.
being bossed around.
Dude,
So
that's a good idea. I'm gonna put some videos. I'm gonna put some bitch style videos on my personal channel.
Dump chili on me, piss
Where
on
it-
me, beat me.
You
Try
know,
it out.
I think that's what because lately I've been like, damn, it's been a while since I put some like good vids on my personal channel. So I'm kind of trying to up it lately. But that's what I need to do is more fake fetish videos, just like in a shower dumping chili on myself.
Oh yeah, I can help you out with that.
And someone will enjoy it, I'm sure.
I'll give you some stats on not getting demonetized for that too.
Okay.
Dumping salsa on your feet.
Yeah. I know some pro strats to get by the
Some
censors.
pro strats. Oh, that's good to know.
Show feet strats. Yeah, man, bitch style. I might get that for dinner tonight.
So yeah, dude, I
Feeling
think we
horny,
need to try
dog.
monkey style.
Dude, I didn't know that was a real thing.
I can't order that.
You wouldn't get monkey with
No.
the animal style fries on top
I don't
of
even
a burger,
get.
you
I don't
wouldn't do it?
even get animal style. I don't like ordering secret menu stuff at In-N-Out.
Really? What?
I just don't like.
I
it.
have to get it. Fries.
it's not
I
on the
can't-
menu.
Fries I don't eat if they're on animal style.
Wow.
I don't really like their fries, but
In-N-Out's fries, I think are fresh and are
Yeah,
good.
they're fresh.
but they are not my favorite.
No.
I agree. I agree to a level of criticism on the fries. But when people say like they're garbage, I won't eat them. I don't agree with that. But they're not my favorite. And if I got them, I would get them animal style.
I got it. You
All
got to
right.
cover
I
them with the
agree.
sauce, grilled
I agree with
onions,
my
and
man.
cheese.
I'll go as far as saying when my girlfriend wants me to pick up In-N-Out, and she always gets animal style fries.
Yeah.
She's like you, Kev. She won't eat regular fries. And I'm upset having to order that off of the
Because
Why does it upset you?
because it's not on the menu.
But they know it. They know it immediately. There's
It's
no
pretty much.
confusion.
I mean, it might as well.
But something in their mind goes, oh, look at this pretentious motherfucker here.
no, that's not
ordering
it.
shit like a local. He thinks he's
Garrett,
local.
I think
Ordering
every
shit off the
other
menu?
person orders animal style.
I
I don't
know.
think you have anything to worry
and
about.
Deborah's in that booth with the headset on going, look at this basic bitch from San Diego ordering another animal style side.
That's insane.
I don't.
I don't
Keep
think
it simple, man.
They get probably 90% of their orders are animal style.
Yes,
so
I agree.
I think it's good.
I'm here to balance that out. I'm trying to sway it back.
You got the 1%er over here.
That's how I roll.
By the way, Brian is on the boards tonight,
Yeah.
running the show. Thank you, Brian, for doing your thing, and thank you for chiming in on the debate, Brian. In full agreement that Garrett's thoughts are insane, and we.
I did try a regular burger recently, though. Like just straight, hey, give me a hamburger.
regular
No cheese?
In-N-Out burger, right?
No, a cheeseburger. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
But they keep the onions straight. They
Yeah.
don't grill them up and everything. It was good as hell.
Yeah, it's
In
good
and out
no
is
matter what.
fucking awesome.
Everything's
But
good.
I prefer it. I prefer the animal style.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
Wow.
Wasn't there was a shakeup recently with Whataburger? I know there's a lot of Whataburger fans out there, and I'm not bringing stuff. I'm not throwing shade. Okay, I'm not.
Don't
being
rub
a
salt in the
hater.
wound.
There was stuff I liked at Whataburger.
Yeah,
just
the
not
chicken honey
burger.
biscuit was great.
But they got bought by like some big Fortune 500.
Yeah, some big
Uh-oh.
corporation. that owns
Whatever.
bunch
And there's a
other
lot of talk
restaurants.
they might spread everywhere,
A
and some
hedge
people are
fund.
not feeling too good about this. So I'm curious what people out there are feeling.
Like the burgers, you got to go low and slow. You got to cook them low and slow. You got to spread out. In and Out took like 6 years to just dip their toes into Texas. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was like slowly but surely, like, we'll only move if we can maintain freshness, if we can source
They don't freeze
organic.
it. They need the trucks to be able to truck it over there.
Got to find
Yeah.
it locally.
Yeah.
So they go slow. This expansion of Whataburger sounds like it could spell the end.
So I'm curious what people out there think about that, or has anything changed? You let us know. I still haven't had Shake Shack.
Yeah.
Still haven't tried it.
And Freddy's here.
Freddy's is here. You're right.
You
Gotta
tried
go
it
there.
in Utah.
Yeah.
We've never tried it here.
Some people are talking about Bojangles too, and I've never been. I don't think there's anywhere near
What?
any of them near
Bojangles?
here.
It's a
Yeah,
good song.
Bojangles I'm hearing is good, but I don't think it's a burger place.
Okay.
Is it? I don't know. People out there, you'll have to tell me.
Sounds like they got jambalaya.
What is
there.
Bojangles? I don't know.
That's
It's chicken, right?
Okay.
It's
Chicken and biscuits.
to me, it sounded like one of those restaurants where you sit down and they throw straws at you and
Oh, yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Corvette
It's like
diner.
one of-
you made that up. That doesn't. No.
Give you some Bazooka Joe and throw a
Bojangles
straw
some
at you.
credit. But I will try Shake Shack. I heard Shake Shack had a burger made of like beets,
What?
and some
shake?
people was telling me it was good.
Did
I
they
don't
have
know.
killer tofu?
Yeah, I don't know. I need
Spell
more
the end.
allowance. But I'll have to check that out. Maybe in the next week or so. We got San Diego Comic-Con coming this week.
Yep.
Which, by the way, I want to let everybody know, if you're gonna be at San Diego Comic-Con, one of the biggest conventions in the world.
Huge.
But it's hard to promote on here sometimes because it's so hard to get tickets that when I bring it up on our podcast or our stream, people
like-
are like, "Yeah, I ain't going to that."
no one's coming.
Yeah.
A lot of people on here can't go. But if you are going, by any chance, if this reaches the people who are going, we will be there all weekend long. Booth 1435 all weekend. And we're bringing all the exclusive stuff
Hell
that
yeah.
we had at Anime Expo and RTX. The Summer Con stuff that you wanted us to have, we're bringing all of it to San Diego Comic-Con. So be sure to stop by the booth.
We got
Yeah.
those socks.
we
We
got-
got those dad hats.
Yeah, we got everything.
All the hot items.
Dude, and even, like we had like the Death is Certain shirt.
Oh my
That
God.
was a 64-hour special. That wasn't even like a con exclusive or anything. But we actually printed another run of them just for the conventions because we heard a lot of people wanted it.
Yeah.
We couldn't keep them in stock. Like that shirt is a phenomenon. I don't know
So
what's going on.
Popular. I saw someone in Target
Yeah.
yesterday, Rocco.
Oh, really?
Someone stopped me yesterday. They're like, "Hey, Garrett,
No kidding.
just want to say hi." I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up, man?"
It's truly unbelievable.
Had the Death is Certain shirt on. It was great.
It's truly unbelievable. So we will have one more batch of those at San Diego Comic-Con, as well as all the other exclusive stuff that we mentioned before. And our San Diego Comic-Con panel, which I believe is called Fear the Mega64 panel, is going to be Friday night at 7:30 p.m.
It's like Fear the Band.
Yeah, check out our website has all the info. I forget what room it's in. But
Yeah, I can't
It's
remember.
like 5AB. There you go. Thank you. That'll be Friday night at 7:30. So be sure to come to our panel. It's going to be a lot of fun. And San Diego Comic-Con, we'll be there all weekend. Come visit us. And I want to say, everyone at home, if you're looking for a little, I want some entertainment too. What's going on? Patreon.com/Mega64 is a great place to engage with Mega64 and
Oh,
get
yeah.
extra stuff. And tonight we just put up a special Super Mario Maker 2 episode of Friend Dimension where Derek put us through his gauntlet
Oh
of
my
levels
God.
that
Oh
he
my
made.
God.
He talked all about how the trip to RTX gave him time to make these Super Mario Maker
Yes.
2
Made some
levels.
gnarly ones.
Yes.
He chewed us up and spit us out. That was a fun recording too.
Yeah, and man, where it goes, oof. The last level that he made was not.
Dude, House of a
I'm
Thousand
gonna
Nightmares.
go on record and say fuck that. Anyway, it's all on Patreon.com/Mega64. So check it out, please, and see what you think. It's an extra long episode and it's a fun episode.
Yeah.
And there'll be a lot more bonus video stuff coming to our Patreon soon. I've rounded up a whole bunch of fun stuff that you guys are really gonna enjoy. So check it out.
I had a lot of fun playing Super Mario Maker levels.
Yeah,
And
I
that-
didn't pick up the game. I didn't
Yeah, me
buy
neither.
it. And kind of playing it just for that, I was like, yeah, maybe I should.
That made me interested because I got a lot of friends who were posting on their social media like levels they're making.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can just post the code and then download it.
Yeah,
right?
and if I don't want to make stuff, I could just do what I did with the first one and just play other people. That's all I really did in the first one.
And
but-
isn't there a single player now?
A
with
story.
that? A story mode.
That's-
Yeah, there is, and
Interesting, too.
Yeah, my brother was playing it, and he's like, "Yeah, you might actually like it. I mean, it's a Mario game," and I'm like, "Shit, maybe I need to get this.
So, and at the time of our recording, that insane level that Derek made, the House of 1,000 Nightmares, no one had beaten it. But I saw, because Derek's even promoting this level of his on his social media.
Yes.
He made a poster.
Yeah, you're welcome to look up Derek's Twitter.
Check it out.
If you want to actually play this level. He's got the info there.
You should, if you, especially after watching the episode on Patreon, download that level and check it out.
Yeah.
But someone, the first person, has beaten it.
Yeah, somebody did beat it.
I saw him congratulate the first person out there to beat it. So it is possible. You can't upload a level if you can't beat it yourself, in fact, which is a nice little feature there.
So Derek had to beat that before
Derek
he
had
He
to beat
did,
it.
and Lord knows how. I don't know how the hell did he do it. I don't know.
Luck.
But
Dedication.
But as you said, there's 2 clears now. Like two.
Oh,
there's been
really?
2 clears, and I'm not sure. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this. I think Donkey was one of them.
No.
I think Donkey beat the level.
Really?
No way.
I'm not sure.
So
I
there's more
don't-
than one.
Somebody pointed out to me that
Look,
it
there's
looked
2
like
right
it was
now.
his
There's 2.
username.
Okay.
Or something, but maybe I'm wrong. Fuck. I think he might have beat it.
He's a
If
pro.
anybody was going to beat it, it'd be him.
Yeah, he's a pro gamer, man.
I can't believe that. But anyway, watch the thing that we put up, and you'll see how we.
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. See,
I should probably pick that game up. That sounds
Yeah, I think I might now.
fun. But now I'm getting vibes of like Marble Blast Ultra, kind of, where it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, I beat this thing. How about you try it? Like, go like.
which I love.
Yeah.
I love that kind of.
that's fun.
I'm not a competitive person, but when it's just between friends, like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, I did this. See if
So
you can
much
do
fun.
this. I
Time
like it
trial.
when it's just kind of direct like that.
Yep.
I do enjoy it. So maybe I need to check that out. But I have a lot to play. I still never played. I still haven't played Yoshi's
Woolly
macaroni.
World, oh yeah.
Project. Whatever.
Fun Time
I
Arts
gotta go back to
Studio.
that. Anyway, I guess we can wrap it up. We've probably gone way over. Sorry, Sean. Now Sean is sick.
He is.
So I don't expect it. He's probably not going to add much editing to this episode, but I will say, Sean, if you want to go light on the rest of it, that's fine. But at least here, do an incredible
Just right
end
here.
sequence.
Massive.
Like I'm talking like CGI, like Industrial Light and Magic type shit.
Something we've never seen before,
Yeah,
too.
and have it be just a collision of all like the best of Mega64, the best of
Engaging, new.
just engaging and all, just kind of like the history of video games up till now,
Something
and then
buzzworthy.
the history of Mega64 up till now, and it all collides into a massive montage. Go ahead and play it.
Influential.
Go ahead and play it now. Thank you. Wow. Thanks
That
for that,
was
Sean.
sick.
Awesome.
I'm sure whatever you did, that was
Round of applause,
dope.
Sean.
And
gets
he
a
was
round of
sick when he
applause.
edited that. So I
Yeah.
give him a lot
Good
of credit.
job, man.
A lot of credit. Wow. So anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. It was another great podcast. And thanks for watching. And
You want to go ahead and execute order?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Close up on me. This is what the podcast would have been if. Wait, hold on. Fuck that.
Do that one more time. That was a mistake.
What?
I didn't mean to hit that.
Oh, no, that's okay. No, that's fine. Shame on you, but that's okay. No, I actually, before we ended this, I want to go to Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin doesn't get to be on the set during the podcast that much. So, Kevin, is there anything you had bottled up that you never got to talk about
yeah.
that you were so excited to get it out there? Just like a thought or like a... Wait. Hold on. Before you get to that. Wait, fuck that. Now I'm going to back up even more.
What?
We didn't even get to talk about... You got to go on the Jurassic World ride.
I did. I got to go to the tech previews or whatever. The
Touch on that real
technical
quick.
rehearsals. It was great. They did they basically it's a reskin for most of it, but the beginning and end are totally different.
Of this ride. It used to be Jurassic Park ride.
It
now
used to
it's
be Jurassic Park.
World.
Now it's Jurassic World, and they did a good job of focusing on the dinosaurs and not so much the characters of Jurassic World, which is
not
what I
the
like.
shit movie.
So it's a lot less Jurassic World and more just cool and it needed an upgrade. It needed the upgrade so bad. So I loved it.
definitely did.
Check it out.
So they did a good job.
They did a great job for what they did, and I'm sure that they in the background they needed to upgrade it, but the only way they can get the budget is by tying it to the new movies. So I give them a pass.
But I feel like they did a good job, like you said, not dwelling on the new movies. Like, that's the reason this ride was redone, but it isn't like just stuff.
It doesn't.
Like,
it's not Chris Pratt or any like Chris Pratt animatronic or just big scenes and stuff. Just
more,
little tastes.
Yeah, it's more a crazy dinosaur ride.
Yeah.
Which, okay, that's fine. Anyway, so you dug it. All right, now.
Yeah.
Now, again, to wrap it up,
okay.
Kevin, what's something you always kind of wanted to say on the podcast, you never really got to? Finally, you can say it. Go ahead.
Well, should it be truthful or a lie? Well, I'm not going to say.
Okay.
Rocco, you look so fucking cool right now.
Wait, was that real or?
I'm not going to say. It's a secret. Area 51 secrets over here.